as we've seen, where he just pushes in, gets a little bit of information, gives his opposition a 4 versus 5, where the info you've gained, the trade's not good enough.
And also, to be honest, that's the main reason why I picked Entropiq. Is just the Inferno thing, right? Like they've proven to be comfortable in Furia, just in this tournament especially. These two teams faced each other at DSL Pro League, which was online, and Furia had Gary playing.
Yeah.
Entropiq won 2-0, but it was 16-13, 16-14 on Ancient and Overpass. So close games. Entropiq playing much better.
Was that the Honda lineup as well, or was that when they first
it was Gary playing.
Yeah. Gary was playing.
Oh, yes.
Because
he actually played, you're right. Yeah, they had to bring their coach in.
So I think, for me, Entropiq has the upper hand, but Alien is the best opper on the server, but Cerrado is the best player. Yeah. And he has been playing insane so far for Furia, and that is the X factor that I think can potentially give them that extra boost really to match up against
For me, the only caveat here is I'm not a big fan of Cerrado being the secondary op for that team. I feel like him as a rifler is just much more mobile and much more better. So right now, yeah, absolutely. There you have it, Cerrado. If he continues to deliver how he has with the rifle, and as long as Art is serviceable and he survives for the duration of the round with the AWP, I gotta say, Furia have an outside chance. I picked Entropiq as well, but I feel Furia have an outside chance of stealing this away.
Well, we're about to find out what the veto is now. The picks and bans coming through, so let's see that and see what the series looks like. And there you are, of course, Entropiq banning out that Inferno, which is what we've only seen from Furia. Their Vertigo, we know that's legit, right? They beat Gambit on it.
Only the 4th team to beat Gambit this year on Vertigo. That was a statement win, and I love this pick, right? It's not 100%. Necessarily what... And Entropiq, this is the brilliant thing about them, Richard. Over the 6 maps that they play, the difference between the most played and the lowest played is 3 maps. So the lowest one is at 11, highest one at 14 or 15. So they are very, balanced at their map pool, and that also gives you information that they pick towards their opponent's weakness, right? Like they just want to punish you, and I think this is a good punish pick for Entropiq, especially if they did their homework, because Furia sometimes plays a little bit differently than other teams.
I'm actually gonna, I wouldn't say counter that, but I'm just gonna add on to it a little bit. I really felt Entropiq could have maybe played it a little bit more safe and gone for Overpass, because Overpass is always a second perma ban or a second ban coming in from Furia, right?
Yeah, they don't like it.
They could have easily picked Overpass, but they're like you said, they beat Gambit. They made Gambit look very average on Vertigo. Want to bring it out? Like, this is a map where they have looked fantastic so far. So if you look at the vetoes, I kind of feel Entropiq have won at least the mind game.
Yeah, the Ancient as a decider though, Janko. How do we feel about that one? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've seen Entropiq play it. I can't think. I'm trying to think when I've seen Furia play it. Maybe I've missed a few games.
Not in a while, probably. Yeah, I can't remember the last time they really played Ancient, but I mean, we're seeing Ancient being played a lot in this tournament. It's one of the most played maps, so that tells you that all the teams have really picked it up and like.
I mean, the one good thing for Fury, just bringing up the stats here, they played it only once in IEM Fall against Pain. It was against Pain though, but it was 16-0, so they kind of know how to play the map.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, or maybe Pain don't. So
true.
It's
possible.
So yeah, how are we feel? Do we still feel good about our picks after having seen the veto?
I do, yeah. I think the Vertigo, that is probably a clear advantage for me. And just what Entropiq has shown so far, different players stepping out. Sure, Alien leading the way, but he's not like dominating.
He hasn't popped off so far.
Yeah, all the players have their rounds, and I think that's what it's more even across the board for Furia.
Final thought
for Entropiq.
Oh no, I have to agree with Janko there. I feel Entropiq should be coming out on top over here, but I do expect to see something cool from Furia.
Right, well, I'm going to show you something cool right now.
Okay.
One of the coolest casting duos of all time.
I got a little worried there, I won't lie.
No. Yeah,
and I want to see
Richard,
you react
last time you said that. Fool me once. No, of course, I am going to introduce our commentators for this game. It is, of course, James and DDK. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Richard. Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. I love the look of Entropiq in this major, and you know what? I feel like Entropiq could go really deep in the playoffs, but they don't have that big stage experience. So I'm like, hesitating to predict that. But we're not there just yet. And I agree, like the veto looks really good for Entropiq going against Furia. Feels like I want to pick Entropiq here for this one.
Yeah, I think I picked Entropiq for this one. Furia have always been a fun team to watch, but Entropiq have been awesome this tournament. They've been really, really cool to watch. I was toying with the idea of them potentially going 0-3, and that was only really based on experience at majors, but we're not on the big stage just yet. So those big bright lights are not here. They're just around the corner, but they're not here just yet. And I gotta say, I think being honest with myself, they were never likely to go 0-3. Just if the only experience you had with Entropiq was that heroic game on Ancient, for example, how both teams were constantly trying to one-up each other in the aggression and the rise of aggression where it took the game, I think told you that Entropiq were one of the more dangerous teams, especially in terms of form and willingness to do more. I just realized I'm not wearing glasses. What the hell is going on? I can't even see the screen to commentate. So I was looking at down like, oh my god, everything's blurry. Where are my glasses? That was very strange indeed. My glasses are on now. It's too early.
All right, well, we've got the CT side here for Furia to kick things off, and Entropiq on a very fast approach onto the A site. There goes smoke to allow them to get a little bit closer, and they will edge their way onto a plant here, and it doesn't really appear as though Furia can stop the plant. It's going to be about this retake.
Yeah, as we have seen, you've got to hold these smoke grenades for the retake. The HEs will do some nice work. Elian will be finished off by Yuri. Art looking for that flank. I think he may have spotted something there. We can see Forrester on the way. Almost a three-man swing in mid with the bomb planted. That is not something you see every day. Crad trying to hide behind these orange boxes. There is the forward smoke. csgo will be looking to make some space for his squad, but we've got flashes. Niko back from the back. I'm not sure where that came from. Forrester from the back indeed. Almost had a headshot onto Yuri, but he will slow things down. Krad's carambited drop in the meantime. The blades are coming out, looking to knife Vinny as well, who has to fall back, but he's got to hold it now. And it's just a knife fight on the bomb site. Just the one knife kill in this round. Entropiq take the pistol.
Yeah, that's great stuff. And you can see that, you know, you almost have to concede a player to the HEs on the plant there, but they were happy to do that. And it's worked out despite having a 4v5. It's just so hard to retake. And Entropiq didn't even hit a lot of crazy shots there. You saw that Forrester's flank not really having that much success in terms of the frags, but it just goes to show how difficult this can be for the CT side. And Entropiq, of course, starting off with that victory, and we'll see the anti-eco here. No shenanigans from Furia, just a P250, otherwise USPs. Some pressure around a ramp, but we've got Krad here. Looking for any players in mid. He might lose this Mac 10. He is one of 2 Mac 10 players.
I've never seen that skin before. How is that possible? I've never seen that before. Krad looking to make some money. Quick note for Blair as well. If Richard says he's got something to show you on the desk, you're alright. But if he says it in the green room, then it's time to exit the situation.
Yes, indeed. So
good
really,
anti-eco so far.
Yeah, business as usual.
By the way, buy Entropiq stickers. These things are expensive already. I'm telling you, man, if you've got the green loadout, those things are going to be premium. Their foils are like £9 already. Oh, wow. And I've got a green T-side loadout, so it's just costing me some money, Dan, to get these stickers. I don't know why I'm telling people to buy it. It's going to make it more expensive for me because I want to buy loads of them. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that.
I love the logo and the look and the green and stuff, and just, I mean, the shout out to, what is it, like the second law of thermodynamics, entropy?
Okay, so my experience of entropy is back in the Wares days, or Warres for some people in the UK. And entropy, I don't know if it was pirate films they used to do. Not that I ever downloaded any of them, of course. But there was a Warres team called Entropy. And I'm more familiar with that than I am with any science relating to the word. Shoutouts to Warres.
Shoutouts to the second law of thermodynamics.
Those IRC XDCC networks before this Kazan nonsense.
Oh my god.
That's where it was at.
Oof. We're getting a quick move through mid, straight into that B site. And drops there. The back site. Nice opening there. Oh, it's going very well, isn't it? Here for Furia. Bombs down on the ground as well. Not too much here to do to try to recover this one. Drop playing around the smoke. Lackey is going to find himself some position, but it's just too little too late. And we will have ourselves a very quick round for the CT side for Furia. You know, it's great. They don't allow too much momentum, well, any momentum really, to go to Entropiq early here.
So he's sponsored by PokerStars. Looks like it. That's pretty cool. We reach the 4th round. I am very interested in this matchup. I think both teams are capable of bringing a very aggressive playstyle, so it should be an entertaining series. I think one of the Furia players has got their mother with them. I want to say, because before we went live, we could see them taking some very cute for the gram-esque photos at the player desk before they began. And then there was some hair rustling going on. I'm not sure if it might have been Yuri actually. He's trying to hold down short for the time being. He'll be successful, slowing down Entropiq, getting the first kill of the round.
Entropiq still working on some control here. Slowly scaling. Furia quite ready for this, depleting their utility. They've got a lot left though. Yuri's going to have a lot of info here. Oh dear, so scary right now, but somehow Yuri doesn't find anybody. Entropiq managed to evade him, but oh, Lucky comes around very quickly, and the trade is there from Forrester. Another comes through, and suddenly Entropiq with control of the site, 2 versus 3, looking to get the bomb down. Looks like Alien should be able to do that. It's looking good here for Entropiq, but it's all on the shoulders of Krad now.
Yeah, Furia have made it very doable for them post-plant. Only one player remaining for Entropiq. csgo rotating in from the B bomb site with that smoke grenade, able to deploy it just before it goes a different direction as he is killed while he's throwing it. 1v2 now, Zart will defuse the bomb as Drop holds the angle. Once that bomb gets planted, it's a very different game on that bomb site, but Entropiq aren't able to keep the players up to make it really hard for Furia, who look pretty relaxed at the moment.
Yeah, early days in this best of 3. Very early days indeed. Scary day of Counter-Strike overall at this major. What is it, 3 elimination matches? It's after this one's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So both these teams are at 2-1 at present, so the winner will go to the champion stage. It's going to be real fun next week. I say next week, it's this week.
csgo in position here to receive this B play. It's Entropiq just slowly creeping forward with the pistols. Furia quite ready for this though, you know, it's going to be a game of just some damage for Entropiq. It's hard to see them finding a plant, but a couple kills, keep the economy from growing is a great place to be for Entropiq. Another flash coming through. csgo is really set up here to get all the kills.
Yeah, they're finding it really hard to press forward, and Furia are holding lines together very well, making it extremely difficult for Entropiq to try and isolate fights in those situations. So far, so good for Furia on the CT side. They'll be comfortable with the proceedings. We'll soon see what the next round is going to look like. 3 for 2 in favor of Furia at present, but we can see that the buy is back for Entropiq. A bomb plant would have been lovely for them in this round, and we can see the shortcomings due to the lack of bomb plant. A lot less utility. Krad's got to go for the Galil in order to buy some grenades for his squad. Maybe they were dropped over, but they will get an early kill at the very least. csgo trying to hold on now. Sees a third player, and he's still got bullets and the bomb now. Suddenly, 4 versus 2 for Furia. Fast play from Entropiq completely denied.
Yeah, Furia powering up quite early on here. Looking like they might be in for a pretty good half, just with the energy that we're seeing already. And also stomping out Entropiq's ability to get a grip on the map in the buy rounds. And again, you know, it's this territory of plant. Not sure about how likely that is, but if they can get some damage here, that would be great. Maybe if they can get these 2 kills, that could be a start, but it's a good angle here. It's such a superior angle for csgo. He'll take down both players. So not really all that much to be done, and the money is growing and growing and growing for Furia as Entropiq struggle to find the kills.
Yeah, after that first pick, you thought there was a chance, but there was a flashbang that was eaten, which slowed Lucky down somewhat. Wasn't clear on the kill feed where it came from, but certainly helped Furia out, regardless of who threw it. So again, just stopping Entropiq from being able to swarm on the bomb sites. Barely made it to the stairs in that round. No bomb plant means they are in eco territory once again. That will be 4 rounds in a row for Furia now. So Entropiq are at the stage where if they plant the bomb and lose, they'll get 4,200 per round, which means they can buy every round as long as they achieve that goal. However, they haven't really come close to planting a bomb in most of these rounds. The second of the 4 round Furia one, there was a bomb plant, but apart from that, it has been elimination round after round.
Yeah, it has. Entropiq again on the pistols, just that eco grind for them so far, making their way quickly up the A ramp. Good resistance here from Furia's counter utility to begin with, and it's not all that much that Entropiq can do to break through that just yet. And even worse still, Yuri gonna pick off Forrester. It feels like Furia have so many grenades. So many.
That's such a scary peak. That can very easily go wrong. But it's a confident play. A show of disrespect. A show that we can peak at any time. A show that we won't necessarily sit on our advantages. Defend rather than attack. Well, Yuri will finally get picked off with that Desert Eagle. See Lackey trying to reposition now. He's got some elevation to play with the ramp. And he's just trying to run distraction now, as you can see. There is some tunnel vision perhaps on Lackey's position as Crad is rotating over, but as it remains quiet, surely Furia will start to wonder. We can see Drop now holding 2 different angles. Not quite getting there with Crad. Another deagle kill, and now a rifle's been collected. There are 30 seconds left. He's jiggling. Knows where one of the remaining players is. A HE is deployed just as Vinny repositions. 45 HP now. Awkward for him. Doing his best, Crad. But Lackey will be alone with the bomb. 8 HP. Case Ratto with a nice angle. Just delivering that final kill. Got a bit spicy towards the end, but Furia will prevail. No bomb plant. 5 rounds in a row for Furia.
Yeah, and it's great how Furia are making the match feel boring, really, because what they're doing is they're shutting down any opportunity at all in these rounds where their opponents are on pistols. So in that sense, yeah, it's supposed to look like this. There's supposed to be no options when they're doing everything perfectly. So 5-2 is the score for Furia, and then Entropiq on another buy rounds. Their 3rd buy round, we'll have to see if they can find more success here. Alien on the AWP, and once again, as we can come to expect, lots of utility dumped on that A-ramp position by Furia to really slow this one down. Oh, the utility's been really annoying.
Entropiq looking for any aggression from Furia, any angles being held. Again, you've got to be careful with the top of that smoke, as it can betray you. It's maybe a fast one from Entropiq now. Minute 13, throwing Molotovs towards the short position. Yuri with an off angle. That timing is absolutely brutal. How's he got 2 kills from that? I can't believe that's happened. Nothing going the way of Entropiq at present. Crad 1 versus 4. How does he get 1 kill? Not even 2. How does he get the first kill? He QQ'd, man. His gun wasn't even ready to fire.
I feel like there's no justice in the world when things like that happen. It's like, that's like a tick that needs to be punished, but yeah, somehow comfortably getting 2 kills from it.
Oh man, I think 19 times out of 20 he dies there. That is a bad spray from Nickelback. That's the only reason that happens.
Was it Nickelback or Lackey?
I think it was Lackey actually.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have fired about 4 bullets.
He had half a second. Yeah, he had half a second.
At least 4 bullets
from
he
that
fired.
range as well. Where are your bullets going?
Yeah, that was enough that if all the bullets connect, even in the legs or torso, that you should die, I believe.
If they get that kill, there are 2 Ts on the sites, and the short player has gone ahead of the Molotov.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to take a fight on the other side, and maybe there's the round win. However, he's nosed it right up, as we would say in the UK.
Yeah.
And that means another round in the bag for Furia. Another strong round from a very weak position, all things considered, in that one. That's a shocker.
Yeah. Mr. leading the way. Okay, once again, eco for Entropiq. Buy round eco, buy round eco, buy round eco. Is that what we've seen so far?
Yeah, they're not planting the bomb.
They are not.
Worst case scenario has to be plant the bomb and lose. Because otherwise your percentages are going way down every other round.
Yep.
because they look like this.
I mean, it is interesting too that, you know, often Furia are opening with predominantly, you know, a lot of players towards a ramp, just so they're able to dump utility and not allow rush timings to work out for Entropiq. And, you know, when they're doing that, there are other spots on the map that are open during those timings. So I am surprised Entropiq are kind of just doing the same thing over and over again and not testing other parts of the map at the early timings, but they will make their way forward on a ramp, and perhaps they can connect those entries that will give them the ability to get the plant down. There it is. There's one from Lackey. Can they build into more?
"33 seconds. They have no utility in Entropiq, so they're going to have to wipe out the players on this bomb site if they are to plant this bomb. Arndt holding multiple angles. Great flick for the headshot now. Down goes the bomb. Another kill where, sorry, another round with the one kill for Entropiq. Of course, that was the eco round, but they've got to get more bomb plants. They've planted the bomb one time in the 6 rounds that they've lost. 7 rounds, in fact. And that's just not enough.
Great shots from Arndt, as you would expect. 7-2 the score, and it seems like there's no argument so far for Entropiq to even be getting any more rounds just yet. We'll see though, some new buy rounds. They are splitting up their players. Elian on the AWP, looking to try to find any early picks here towards a ramp, where Furia have been reliably choking them out with their utility game, and oh dear. Connection problem.
Yeah, this will likely be the spectator client. So normally when this happens, it's the spectator client. Of course, we are connecting remotely to the server. So hopefully we can fix that soon, but don't be too concerned. Yeah, again, this is not the first time we've seen this happen, as we are, you know, casted a lot of Counter-Strike. But normally it's the spectator client, and it's not necessarily affecting people on the server. So don't worry about that.
Yeah. So far, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for Furia. No, not Furia. For Entropiq. Furia are having an easy time, actually. They're just able to choke out the A ramp, and they're able to just slow down everything Entropiq are doing. Entropiq are not winning some of those key entries, and it really feels like Furia have a few different gears, like a few extra gears to go to, and they're not being pushed there yet. So that's scary.
Nice to see Art firing off. We'll have to
He's quite weak, so more damage that could be done, but no. Vinny would take him down for the 3k, and Vinny's actually 15 for 4, I think that is. So he's crushing it towards that B site.
Yeah, awkward position for him, but I like that he was not too nervous to peek there, being in red health. When you're playing CS at home, there's always that person who's like, I'm low, and they want to hide. It's like, well, so what, you want to be the last man alive? You want to be the clutch man with your red health? No, go and die. Go and swing so someone else can trade. Be the sacrificial lamb. 9 rounds now. This is turning into a very promising half of Counter-Strike for Furia, but perhaps with this 5 versus 4, Entropiq have found an opportunity. Almost made 5 versus 3 there, as there's some jiggling going on from the side, and Vinny may look to re-aggress. So Furia on the back foot in round 12, maybe trying to take some elevated risks to try and get their way back into this game, because a 5 versus 4 is never good when the CT side have the 4.
This is such a great place to be finally for Entropiq. 5 versus 4 indeed, but Vinny's in a good spot here with the orb. Going to be able to catch Forrester with... That's a great off angle because he has just enough space to fall back to the sandbags for that cover. But they can't even rush him down. Yuri's there as well on the side alley, keeping things under control as well. And it's all looking rather good right now for Furia, despite a dodgy opening.
Yeah, but these smokes will go. In fact, that is the last smoke deployed, and let's not forget how we've spoken about the importance of having a smoke for a retake when a bomb has been planted. But perhaps Furia are not intending for this bomb to get planted, and again, just the recent statistics will say that a bomb simply does not get planted. But when they've got a, well, 4v4 situation now, we shall see. They've started to see the creep, they've caught Crad off guard, and there'll be some more utility deployed, but with that smoke, surely Entropiq get a bomb plant first. They'll have to deal with the 2 players on short though. Yuri will be the first one. Are there any trades? Vinny creeping around the smoke now. Nickelback has 10 seconds to plant this bomb. He's got 10 HP as well! And that may be the round shut down. Alien's got not much else to do. 1 versus 2, but he has no time. And it will be double figures for Furia.
What a sick shot. Vinny is absolutely on one. He's got 17 kills now.
10 seconds, 10 HP, 10 rounds for Furia.
Yep. Wow, like the smoke was down. Vinny has such a just on-point sense of precisely how to place that crosshair through the smoke. Excellent stuff there from Vinny. 10-2. Furia are not messing about. They are not messing about. I have to say, I don't think in any of Entropiq's matches so far they've really been dominated in any sense. I think that I'm gonna have to double check that, but I feel like they've managed to pull out at least a lot of rounds. Yeah, I guess like against G2 on Dust 2, they lost 8-16. But other than that, generally speaking, they have very competitive matches, even in the ones that they lose. So, this is really awesome to see that Furia are having such a strong performance against them, despite the fact that this is... I mean, I think like it was pointed out on the desk, Entropiq have a pretty good map pool. They're pretty comfortable everywhere. They have a huge amount of games played everywhere.
You can see that Phaser leading Liquid 7-4 on that first map. That's an elimination match. An elimination match, there we go. So one of the big names is going to be lost in the next few hours. Entropiq have yielded the first kill again. However, will they be able to convert on this one? Their lights on utility at this point. Forrest has got 1 flashbang. Beyond that, it's going to be about the dry peaks. Alien shot through a steel girder. That'll keep him alive for the time being. And he waits for a missed position from Furia as they tie the numbers again. 4v4.
Yeah, Entropiq, they have time to work with. On the investigation! Oh, that's just crazy from Art.
That's Furia. That's the most Furia play I've seen today.
Yes, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in store. That is just beautiful there for Furia. Good entry again from Nickelback as Entropiq start to rush towards this A site. But Vinny, he's been incredible so far. So on the AK-47, gets flashed, doesn't get a chance. Great stuff again from Entropiq. Really making this round sing for themselves. As Drop starts to eat away at that defense. And now we're in the 2v2 afterplot. Can Entropiq hold it down?
Drop has a smoke. Drop's dead. He's been dropped by Forrester. Now in the 1v1. He has to win this round. There's only 3 rounds and a half left, and Entropiq have got 2 from 12. They really need something from this. Art looking the wrong way. Didn't see him slip away. And that will be Entropiq finally with a 3rd round, converting off of a bomb plant eventually.
Yeah, it does seem like Entropiq are a little bit cold off the bat here today on map 1. Just, you know, seeing a few of these engagements, and I've been watching a few of their matches, and when they're hot, they are connecting, I think, a lot more than we're seeing against Furia here so far. But that is also to the credit of how Furia are just choking them out. Furia are choking them out the map so far on the CT side. But that'll be 3-10. Entropiq with a couple more rounds that they could possibly get out of this half. I feel like they really need them at this point. And they are spreading across the map here, so 2-1-2 setup, pressuring everything, keeping tabs on everything.
A quick look from Drop. Why he doesn't see anything. He doesn't assume that no one is there. Cheeky frag from Art, and Furia were looking for some information. They got something. They've seen a lurker in mid, but what does that tell them about the climate around the rest of the map? I don't think they really saw much towards this B bomb site, but in fact we've got 3 players here, and maybe they've been spotted now. Drop will eat a huge grenade, smoke to try and create some space for himself. Bells being rung left and right. csgo will be very vulnerable to smoke spray. Forrester on the flank as well, opens the B bomb site. And Furia don't have much left now, 2 versus 4. Yuri surely made some sound cues there. Great HE bouncing off the back, but they're going to need more than that if they go for this one.
Yeah, definitely. This is looking so good for Entropiq. It doesn't seem like the remainder of Furia have really options to retake this. There's so many positions to have to deal with, so can absolutely see the argument for the save, especially given that their money's not perfect. But they do have enough, I think, even if they lose all these guns for the last round, so it would be quite nice to take away extra guns here for Entropiq, who don't have very good money going into the last round. There's one. Can Vinny get some more? He absolutely should go for it. And oh, he does get well with the help of the. Oh, he dies to the bomb actually, but he does get one more. So only 2 will survive, and that's going to hurt the nade count. The utility count will be weakened because of this.
Finally making something from this half. Perhaps they would enjoy the luxuries of the CT angles in the second. Now they're making something from this because they're relieving some of the pressure on the second pistol round. It's looking pretty bad with just 2 rounds on the board, but now they've made it to 4 with the potential 5th on the way. csgo still tickling, still re-peeking, and the transfer, absolutely outrageous. How do you peek that so many times and get both kills? Only Furia do that. It's ridiculous.
Yes, yeah, it is pretty ridiculous, and it's left Entropiq with so little to work with here. They know precisely where Elian is, and although he can back away safely, I mean, they don't have anything on the map. What is this? Drop is pushing into T-spawn as well, so this is definitely going to be adding insult to injury. Hello, Elian actually takes him down. So 2 versus 4 now with a minute to go. And Furia have with more than enough players to cover every eventuality without worrying.
I think that scope has been heard. They know that they've conceded their position and the urgency is rising. Got to make a play before that rotation comes through. Forrester now wasn't necessarily there as well. Oh, he's been spotted. Can't reposition in time, and it will be 11 rounds for Furia. And Entropiq were on 2 for such a long time that maybe 4 will be a relief for them.
Yeah. It's definitely a tough first half for Entropiq, but we'll see what they can do as they switch sides. I'm just really enjoying how great Furia are looking here today so far. Furia wasn't necessarily a team that I had my eyes on for a lot of success going into the playoffs, but their form, you know, just it's been good. It's been really good so far in a lot of these maps that we've seen so far at the major, and it's an extremely hard major to predict. But Furia looking good.
I can't believe this. There's no flashes behind him to swing or anything. He's just jiggling. It's not even jiggling. He's just peeking and then unpeeking and peeking again and then getting a transfer because you're just not expecting him to play like that. That's not part of the rules.
Oh no. The P250, Vinny knows exactly what to watch out for. And in Furia go into the A site, looking to overwhelm the situation. They've got the smoke down as well for the plant. Is they going to bait anybody out? Krad comes forward. Is there a punish? Not quite. Oh, Krad, he's going to go for the knife. Let's go! He actually gets it. Lackey follows it up, and the bomb is lost now. It didn't get planted. That was a very, very close deny.
Was it Drop who got the knife in the first pistol?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure. There's another smoke though for a second opportunity. Art will put his back to the bomb site, so he's not going to get knifed, but he might not make it away. Indeed, he won't. Elian with quite a few frags there, the last 3 in a row. That knife was so important to slow things down. Love the bait from Furia, planting a bomb, falling back to allow Entropiq to make their play, but he had another one in the bag. A knife in the back.
Yeah, and hey, we saw Furia dominate that first half. You know, let's wait and see, you know, exactly what happens here with Entropiq on this CT side. Pew, pew, pew. And just like that, the round is won. 5-11, MP9, AWP on Elian.
It's a huge pistol round to win. Such an important play to stop that bomb plant from happening. Completely stops the dynamic from changing. The power struggle.
And we do have Vinny on the solo AK. He's on 22 kills. I keep bringing up his kills because he has a lot of them. So
That's generally how it works.
Yeah, and he's the solo hero AK as they move towards this B site. You can see they're getting Vinny boosted up.
Very early AWP as well. Second round AWP. How on earth does that even work? What is the math behind that? Somebody pass me a calculator.
Knife kills.
Smoke is up, and oh, I love the positioning of that smoke. That can allow them. They could surge through that. There could be a pop flash. There isn't, but the CTs don't know that. They've got to be very, very careful about how they position themselves in case there is a charge from Furia. And then maybe as the dying part of this smoke grenade is here, a flying csgo gets a headshot Glock on niko back through the smoke, and they might get AWP as well.
Oh,
bizarre
no.
execute from Furia, but Entropiq's hands are tied now.
Oh no, the second round AWP. The second round AWP, James.
It's awkward.
Oh, your heart just sinks. Just sinks. The amount of value collected by Furia in this round is unprecedented.
And let's not forget, for a T side, it can be more favorable to win the second round than the first, because you put the CTs further away from a buy. They do have 2 guns that they can hold on to and maybe do something with that, but the loss bonus goes straight into the bin head first. So this is a very bad situation for Entropiq, and they've got to figure something out for round 18. Otherwise, they're going to be in a lot of trouble on Vertigo.
Oh no, helmets. Yeah, it's so I can't get over it. Just the value exchange, right? The wealth transference between Entropiq to Furia there.
That's a round you don't talk about. That's a round you don't communicate. You don't talk about that. If you're seeing people getting run boosted with a Glock onto the B bomb site and fragging you and then taking the AWP, just never mind, man. Just move on. Sometimes it'd be like that. Just don't talk about it. Keep that out of your headspace. Because if you think about getting run boost glocked on the B bomb site and losing an AWP, then you're going to lose more than the AWP.
Second round
and
AWP.
more than that round. Just forget about it. It didn't happen. You just woken up and you're here with an MP9 and an M4.
Yeah, no memory of how you got it.
Exactly. Just forget everything else.
Oh my god. That's how like every video game starts these days. Oh, I got amnesia.
Yeah. I don't remember who these people are. Who do I trust?
Let me go on this journey of discovery. What a little angle there. Well, Well, Entropiq having to defend with, of course, a lot less than their opponents, and we don't know how that happens. Our memories have been erased.
As a community, we should be able to ban amnesia from Hollywood films.
After Memento. That gets a pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great double nade actually onto Lackey. I mean, look at Furia work the map. They haven't even needed to use their weaponry advantage so far. They're just using their